I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
On today's episode of Woman Reaction to Food War, Shokugeki no Soma, episode 69, Watching from Beside You. Now, although I'd love to say that this episode, the food was the highlight, seeing how it's a cooking anime, I honestly can't. No, the main course of this episode was definitely the evolution in a relationship I totally saw coming. Yes, Ishiki in the future will definitely be doing the nene, of course only with her consent. Last we left off, it seems Azami has a plan set in motion. Yes, it's time for him to step in as judge. Of course, several people are having issues with this. We're going against Central anyways. Central is led by Azami, therefore it's probably gonna be unbiased. Hell, even Rindo, who's the second seat of the Elite 10 and on the side of Central, underneath Azami, is having issues with the director stepping in the Shokugeki. Playing off her vibes, even she thinks it's gonna be fucking unfair. But alas, he has Senzaimon's seal of approval. We get this old man nod from him. What the fuck is going through his head? But alas, the rebels can't do shit. So Azami begins to replace the two male judges with some very buxom WG members of his own. Yes, his choices are Decora and Courage, who just happen to be mentors of Anne. How do we know this? They say they taught her everything she knows, plus they have literally photos of her as a girl, and Decora in one line was able to insult Megami, Nene, and Anne all in one little go. Not only are they serving these under the breath insults, they seem to be Azami fangirls, yes, offering to blow on his food to cool it off, as well as choosing to sit on his lap because there's not enough chairs. Oh god, thank god Anne is staying on. The one person who I know can be unbiased and judge food with a very open mind. Like I said before, though, Rindo is not down with this shit. She's taking all this angst, all this animosity towards Azami, stepping in and putting it towards her cooking. And in a feverish rate, she was able to produce a elegant meal, but Takumi is definitely nipping at her heels, already done with his meal as well. So the name of the game is Squid. Takumi Aldini's dish is up first, and it is a stuffed calamari, utilizing a spear squid as well as eggs and cheese, tomatoes, anchovies, even a little bit of red chili pepper, garlic, and white wine. He makes an amazing looking dish, but even before they tried it, Azami said something very weird that caught my ear. Let's start with Takumi Aldini's. After he finishes it, and after the judges absolutely fucking love it, especially fawning over that cream sauce, he says something else that seems to get my attention. Yes, calling Rindo's dish the main dish, the main entree. This is again a very under the breath insult. He's seen Takumi's dish is nothing more than an appetizer, not fit to be his actual main course. He had this figured out already in advance. He assumed Rindo's dish was going to be absolute perfection, way better than Takumi Aldini's, but you know what? He doesn't fucking know that. But in this case, he was totally right. Yes, Rindo's spear squid kosa, a stacked hamburger dish which looked like it had different layers on it with mashed potatoes, a fluffy squid hamburger. Not only I'll use that instead of using tuna in this layered dish, of course Rindo being Rindo, this expert when it comes to rare delicacies, uses an arapam, which I believe is a whitefish. She said she caught one in the fucking Amazon. Utilizing all these rare and diverse ingredients, of course her dish is going to fucking win. And this is my first issue with this whole thing. I mean, the rebels are the rebels. Of course they're gonna have an uphill battle, but when it comes to this statement made by Takumi, it definitely hit home. He looks at his dish and he knows he has lost, but he still states, this is the best dish I can produce at this moment. And it's definitely one of those, I believe, Yukihira said it in the past too, like this is the level that I'm at, but I'll definitely get better. Remember, he is a first year going against a third year member of the Elite 10. Obviously, Rindo not only has the experience of all the years of the Sagittaire, the training camp, the work studies, she probably gets the best of the best when it comes to ingredients. Not only that, but she also gets certain privileges that other students wouldn't. I believe she just came back from a fucking expedition. Like she said, she's caught one of these in the fucking Amazon. I think she was in Africa at one point. Now, is this a family perk or a position at the school perk? But it doesn't matter. Like I said, we're talking about 2 years difference, 2 years of training, 2 years of learning, 2 more years of experience. But I guess this wouldn't be an anime if everything was fair. And so with that, winning 3-0 Rindo has taken the second battle of round 4. And now we have our final battle. Ishiki versus Ishii. Now, like I said in the intro to this video, although, the food should be the highlight of this episode, it's definitely not. The main course of this is what we get in the interaction between Ishiki and Nene. Now, Ishiki is a genius, not only when it comes to cooking, but everything he does, as we saw in all these flashbacks from Nene's point of view. Now, he cooks this amazing dish. It's the Japanese wild rabbit soup, utilizing wild hair, kombu, clam juice, and even has a miso paste flavor bomb that literally changes the composition of the soup. Now, even though the judges are fawning over his food, and it does look pretty yummy, what Ishiki says is even more powerful. Yes, we find out his reason to cook is actually Nene, her beautiful profile, as he called it. Yes, Ishiki is a child born into a prominent family, sent to train in various different arts at different residences. He eventually will come across Nene. Now, we really only see Nene's point of view as they were a child. Every time she saw him do something, he fucking mastered it. This filled her with both a jealousy and anger. But we never did see Ishiki's point of view until today. Right now, he says the reason I cook is because of that beautiful profile. I saw you work hard, your determination, your effort. To me, that was truly beautiful. If it wasn't for me seeing that, I would have quit cooking a long time ago. Nene, you are the reason I am still cooking. And we see a beautiful blush come over her face, as well as tears begin to form in her eyes. A beautiful sentiment accompanied by a beautiful dish. Now, like I said, the judges are absolutely fucking loving everything about this. But again, we still have to go against the first seed, the knight of the ingredients, someone who seems to have no flaws when it comes to cooking. But I have a theory going forward, and you guys might not like it, but it makes total fucking sense. Now, all in all, I love this episode. Like I said, the main dish for me was definitely that evolution in their possible relationship. Like I said, if we do it 20 years from now, or 10 years from now, or after the fact type story, they better be married and they better have a couple kids, because their relationship is fucking cute. But Ishiki, I'm sorry, you gotta lose. My theory for the end of this Regiment de Cuisine is a battle between our two strongest members on the rebel side as well as Central. Yes, Ishii and Rindo versus Arena and Soma. It just makes fucking story sense. This is going to be the battle to end all battles, and seeing how the story really can't progress without the rebels winning leads me to believe that Arena and Soma are going to create such a spectacular dish that he is unable to select Central as a winner, even though it means he himself loses. So if you made it this far into the video, let me know what you guys think about today's episode. Do you see Ishiki and Nene actually, in a relationship? Could that be a possibility? Also, what do you think of my theory? Are we going to get an all-out battle between our two most powerful people on each side? I mean, it's looking likely. I mean, Takumi already lost, so I don't think we can go 3-on-1, can we? No, doesn't make sense. It's not, poetic enough. We need to have a 2-on-2 battle between their two and our two. So that being said, and another glorious episode under our belt, again, one that didn't feature the highlight being the food, I honestly cannot wait for future episodes.